What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 17 in the season finale of our first year at West Ham in our West Ham career mode. And today we are going to do a couple of different things. We have two games here. We've clinched fourth, and we cannot catch first. So I think we're going to sim these two games. I'm pretty sure, and then we'll take a look at the squad report and where we can strengthen. We'll check next year's budget and things of that nature. But while we're here, in the comments down below, let me know where you think we should do some transfer business. We'll take a look at the squad. As you can see, this is what we're doing. I'm leaning. We're going to take him and bring him in just so you can see. I'm leaning. I think Nasri's signed on. I'm leaning another winger. Another backup striker. We have Antonio, but another one would be nice. Another winger to play behind Anderson. We got Yarmolenko to play behind Ismail Yassar. Center back, we may improve, and left back as well. I may move Reed on. Possibly Cresswell, who is just... I've tried playing with Cresswell, and I enjoy him, but he's just not as good as Masuaku. Masuaku is just quicker, more physical. It's the same technical ability almost. It's very difficult to really push Cresswell ahead of him. So I think that's how it's going to go. We're going to go for another backup right back as well. And we'll try and bring in some younger kids perhaps. I believe Adrienne, contract-wise, doesn't say on there. We're going to move Fabianski. He's leaving come summertime. We may need another goalkeeper. Let's take a look. Though I'm not looking for anything overly good in the goalkeeper department. We have Onana. We just bought him in. He's going to be our goalkeeper for the foreseeable future, so he does leave at the end of the year. So we're going to need a backup goalkeeper. We're going to move Fredericks on. Oxford is coming back, though I'm not so sure how good he gets anymore, so we'll see. It's different with him. I believe we're still going to go for a center back. Pask is off. I think that's what we're going to end up doing. We're pretty decent. We're going to have four wingers. We may want to bring in a fifth just in case. For total, Fernandez should be coming back soon as well. We may persist with him behind Lanzini and Nasri. We'll see. But we're definitely, I think we're going to move on Perez, who I haven't used it really at all. Andy Carroll, we're going to move on. Some of the youngsters here that aren't going to get any good, we're going to move on as well. So let me know where we can strengthen, where we can move forward, where we can get better. We want to make one big signing next year. I'm thinking left back, center back. If we get really good bids in for Lanzini, perhaps. He is 26. He's not going to grow too much more. And if we can get a really, really good bid in for him, then we'll probably move him on. But, we'll see. I really like Lanzini. He doesn't get too much better, and if we're going to become world beaters like we're hoping to do, we'll have to just up the quality eventually. At the moment, he plays absolutely lovely, and there's obviously no rush to move him on. But let's go ahead and sim this game. If we were to win this game, our last two games here, wow, we did beat Tottenham. Okay. If we win our last game, we're going to finish second in the Premier League, which is obviously incredibly nice. We just wanted to push for anywhere between 3 and 7, and to be fair, 3 and 7 were really, really tight up until recently. We're going to finish somewhere between 5 and 11 points ahead of Everton there, which is what it is, but for the longest time it was really, really tight, and we were dropping points. It was just Liverpool and Everton went on stupid bad runs, like incredibly awful runs, and it's just, I'm not so sure how to explain it. As you can see, Watford's form is awful as well, a 5-0 to Chelsea, and we did win, and we are going to finish second in the Premier League, which is absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to sim forward just a week or two, and then we are going to go ahead and take a look at how everybody finished, how everybody grew, and then we're going to jump into next season's just to see what our transfer budget could be. I'm excited. Finished second in the league. Tournament prize money a bunch. Pape Check is a disappointing not to start. No big deal. end of the year, and we finished 11 points ahead of Everton. See, another poor result. They've gotten so few points in the last 10 games, like 4 points out of 10 or something like that. Liverpool didn't do too much better, and it's just one of those things. So we're going to do the training real quick, and then we're going to check how everyone has grown. Plenty of players have grown pretty well. As you can see, Sarr's up to 82, Declan Rice 82 as well. They've grown quite a bit and are moving in the right direction. So let's take a look at the squad hub and see where everybody's going. We'll take a look at stats. Trot didn't play any. Fabianski, 34. He's moving on. He just made some bad mistakes toward the end there, and as you can see, his stats attributes starting to die off a little bit, which is a bit of a shame because he is normally a good goalkeeper. It's just he was getting a little bit up there and making too many mistakes. 30 appearances, 5 clean sheets. We're pretty poor defensively, let's say the least. Onana with Adrian with 2 appearances, no clean sheets. Onana here had 16 appearances, 4 clean sheets, and that's obviously a little bit better. We're going to have to be better defensively in general next year. We'll see how we do that. Sam Byram, 1 appearance over at Nottingham Forest. Oh, he played in the FA Cup once. It's alright. Klosterman, a new signing this year, who played rather well and is a good signing, I feel. Still only 22, 79 overall, jumped 2 overall, 3 assists on him, 7 clean sheets as well, doing very well. Fredericks moved up 1 overall up to 74, 7 appearances, 2 clean sheets, but it seemed every time he played, he was beaten in the air for a goal, and it's not good to have around, and it's unfortunate because physically and going forward he's rather good, but it's just at the back he can't hold his own as well as we would like. Winston Reid, 6 appearances, a clean sheet. We're probably going to move him on come next time around. Issa Diop up 4 overall, up to 81, and a goal for himself, 9 clean sheets. Probably our best center back, paired well with Balbuena, who we'll get to in a moment. Ogbonna stayed level, 30 years old, not 30 overall, 30 years old. We may move him on sooner rather than later. We'll have to see on that. No goals, no assists, 1 clean sheet. Balbuena, 7 clean sheets on 42 appearances, grew 1 as well. He's still 27, kind of entering that prime when it comes to most footballers, so it's in a decent position there. Masuaku, 25 overall, or 25 years old, 77 overall, grew up 1. I'm not so sure how much more he grows, if at any. Really, 39 appearances, an assist, and 8 clean sheets. He was much better than Cresswell this year, and as you can see, Cresswell didn't play too much. 9 appearances, a clean sheet. He's 4 years older, less physical, same technical ability. It's difficult to really put him ahead of Masuaku, unfortunately. Declan Rice, up 7 overall, up to 82. 42 appearances, 3 goals, 6 assists from deeper midfield, 8 clean sheets. He is coming along really nicely, still only 20 years of age. Carlos Sanchez, someone I didn't think I was going to use a ton, and I didn't, obviously. Only the 5 appearances and an assist, and we're probably going to move him on. But actually, as a FIFA player, he plays quite well. He felt pretty good when we played him a couple times toward the end of the year. Unfortunately, though, he's just a bit up there, and it's difficult to keep him in the squad with the midfielder talent we have. Yarmolenko, 35 appearances, 8 goals, 5 assists. Not too bad from there. 7 clean sheets. It's his lack of pace that really does it. 29 years of age, and as you can see, starting to lose value. So maybe we go after another winger. For Sarr, acceleration is down 1, sprint speed down 1 is already low enough. Ball control down 1, finishing down 1, passing down 2. It's not great, unfortunately, and those stats will continue to get worse, so we'll see with that. Zakaria, who missed the last month and a half, 2 months perhaps, still grew rather nicely. 34 appearances, 3 goals, 7 assists, 4 clean sheets. He plays well in that midfield. He can definitely hold on to the ball, and he's definitely, obviously, always growing. 22 years of age still, and a good debut season. Mark Noble, who we will never get rid of until he retires. 75 overall. 32 years of age, losing 1 in overall, and he's going to start to dwindle obviously at 32, but he's Mr. West Ham. He goes nowhere. 23 appearances still to him, a goal and 4 assists, 4 clean sheets, still played pretty well. Pepe Cech, a player we bought in January, 13 appearances, a goal and 2 assists, 2 clean sheets. He played rather well, as you can see, grew 2 overall as well. Still only 21, the Spanish player, and we'll see if he gets better. He should. Jack Wilshere was a difficult player to fit into the squad. I kind of only bought him on in situations where we were chasing games or only kind of where we weren't really comfortable, and it's nice that we can have him start a game as well and then come in and move forward into Lanzini's position if need be, and we want to play 3 tougher midfielders if we're holding on to a lead. It's a nice to have, though not used as much as I thought I may have used him. 25 appearances, 4 goals, 4 assists, and a clean sheet, so not too bad. Still only 27s. I think he's going to be around for a little bit. Ismail Assar, the new signing, 5 overall, jump up to 82. He's coming along really nicely. 40 appearances, 8 goals, 5 assists, 4 clean sheets. He is going to be so good. Still only 21 and moving forward very nicely. Felipe Anderson, 26 overall, or 26 years of age still. We're going to have him in his prime unless an absurd bid comes in. 85 overall, jumped up 147 appearances, 18 goals, 11 assists. That's a really nice return from the wing there. We'll definitely have a take. Lanzini, 82 overall. We were talking about him. 26. Whether he grows too much more, it would take an astronomical bid really to prize him away from us, which is I don't think is going to happen. So I'm comfortable with where he is at the moment. 41 appearances, 14 goals, 18 assists, 10 clean sheets. Now that is one heck of a return, an 8.1 rating throughout the year. That is incredible stuff. Samir Nasri, who was actually a lot better than I thought he was ending up going to be. 31 years of age, 79 overall. I believe we extended his contract. No, we did not. I guess he played pretty well. It's just I made that decision already, and we're going to keep up at it. 20 appearances, 5 goals, 8 assists. We may bring in another attacking midfielder anyway to go behind Lanzini. Nasri we'll just have to let go. It's just the physicals that help it a little bit, and sometimes he comes on and plays well, and sometimes he comes on and he does absolutely nothing, and we kind of want someone more consistent than that. Is physicals really kind of lend to that, the way we play a lot of the time, because we got a lot of physical players, really good physical players, especially on the wings. Felipe Anderson, Ismail Assar, Zakaria in midfield, Cech in midfield. Lanzini is lovely to play with as well, so he doesn't fit in too much in that area. That's probably why we're going to move him on. We'll see Edmilson Fernandez. We'll see how he comes along. I believe we're going to have him back next year. So I'll just recall from loan. We'll hold on to that. We'll see if that actually gets a little bit lower, or he just comes back come the summertime, and we'll see if he can be the backup or we'll get another one. As you can see, Marko Arnautovic, 31 goals, 14 assists, and 46 appearances. An absurd return. He isn't going to get better, and when we get a new striker, and we're going to get one that needs to grow a little bit better than Arnautovic. 30 years of age. He only maybe has a year or 2 left in this side, I feel, before he starts to decline, so it'll be nice to have. Michael Antonio, who played a little bit more than I thought he was going to. Still 29 years of age, but 23 appearances, 5 goals, and an assist from different positions across the front 3. Played all 3. And didn't do too badly. And Andy Carroll, who we're going to move on. Unfortunately, he's just not the force he was in FIFA that I enjoyed. And I also think he gets a bit of a bad rap. I think when he plays, he's a good player. He's just too injured for me, I feel. 8 appearances, 1 goal, and he'll be moved on at the end of the year also. So not too bad. The squad is growing exactly how we feel. Marko Arnautovic, as you can see, top goal scorer, 26 goals in 38 matches in the Premier League. Jimenez in second, Martial, Salah, Hazard, Chris Wood, Felipe Anderson. We had another up there, and Lanzini as well up there. So 3 up in the top 15 is recipe for something very good. And as you can see, 3 of the top 4 when it comes to assists in the Premier League is also very, very nice. Lanzini, then Arnautovic, and Felipe Anderson from the wing. Clean sheets, as you can see, we are not up there. Onana did pretty well since he came in January, but we're going to have to get better in that department next time round. 8 yellow cards in 37 games. It's not awful. I guess you get plenty of players in real life that do a little bit more than that. The 2 red cards in 23 matches is kind of a lot. So it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the rest of the continent when it comes to other leagues. Let's take a look and see how everybody did. Pick competition. The championship. We'll see who's coming up with us. Aston Villa and Leeds are definitely coming up. And then one of West Brom, Nottingham Forest, Derby, and Swansea. Anything crazy here? Ipswich, Preston, and Bolton going down. Nothing really out of the ordinary. We'll also take a look at the FA Cup. That should have been played by now, I feel. Is the final on May of 25th. Liverpool, Tottenham. So we're still going to have a little bit to go here. Let's sim forward to that, and then we'll take a look at how the rest of the leagues go. We're going to want to see how the Champions League went, as well as the Europa League and other things of that nature. And we'll take a look at the other different leagues as well. The major leagues. Youth player wants out. Velasquez. That's the one we're training right now, I believe. So we'll probably call Velasquez up before he kicks up a fuss and leaves. Where are you at? Velasquez. There you are. 83 to 89. He looks like he's going to be pretty decent. We've been training him anyway, so some of these look like they're going to be really good. I'm not going to have need of you. 80 to 90. You're not going to be overly great either. 82 to 94. 76 to 84. 80 to 90. 74 to 90. 70 to 88. Not bad. 85 to 94. This lad looks like he's going to be rather good. We'll hold on to the rest. What was that? 87 to 94. Aguirre. That is a lovely, lovely thing to see right there. We're going to hold on to him in there a little bit before we move forward. Contracts accepted. And we're going to move forward here. We want to go another week after this Saturday to see how the Champions League. Another one. Ollie Richardson. And we've got some scouting updates here, so we got a little bit to do here. No 17-year-olds. Out. 76 to 94. Some of these Argentinian players are coming in rather good at the moment. He looks like he's going to be all right too, though it only ended up to 93. 17, not good enough. Not good enough in 17. Not good enough. Will be rather decent, I feel. Alright, so let's go to the end of the next week and stop giving me... It's at the end of the year. I shouldn't be getting too many things here. I'm going to stop it, though, to do the player development really quick. Ronaldo Cano is coming along rather nicely as well. Velasquez jumped up with 3 different things there, and he didn't really move up as much as I'd like him to. I know he's going to take some man management there and some game time in the first team to really grow him, but that's not where I want it to be. Oh, I completely forgot about him. Player contracts expiring. Do I want to keep Nasri around? Do I? We're not going to. He's 31. His stats, I assume, will be declining. We didn't look. He didn't decline in overall, but I imagine he declined otherwise, and just not going to do too much about it at this moment in time. I think we'll move on, spend a little bit of money, and bring in a replacement. Someone who's young, someone who can grow into that Lanzini spot, perhaps eventually in 2 or 3 years. I'm not so sure we need to bring Nasri back. He was a nice little deputy for us, but As he said, we went missing a few too many times, as we should call it. And we're gonna let him go. Adrian, we are gonna let go as well. So we'll need another goalkeeper just to back up. And we'll stop this there and take a look at how the rest of the season played out in the big leagues. Champions League as well. Let's see. It might just be in the thing here. It's Colombia, West Ham, Champions League. What happened here? It might just show us. Barcelona are winners of the Champions League. Okay, so standings. Let's see what happened between Liverpool and Tottenham, who finished 3 and 4. Liverpool on a bad end of the year, and Tottenham win on penalties. And they take the FA Cup, Carabao Cup. I keep backing out of that. I guess I'm doing that. Carabao Cup. Everton beat Fulham in the Carabao Cup final. That was unexpected, to say the least. Barcelona did beat Bayern in the final. Bayern, Paris, Atletico Madrid, Barca. City beaten by Barca. Real Madrid whipped by Atletico Madrid. Paris beat Spurs. And then Lyon beaten by Bayern. Lyon have a good team over there. There's some good young players over there. I gotta stop backing out of there. And then we gotta check the Europa League, and then we can check the other major leagues, and then we'll go ahead as Inter beat Sevilla. Sevilla over Dortmund, Inter over Milan. No English teams here in the round of 16, it looks like. No, Arsenal beaten by Inter eventually, but not good, boys. No English team. Oh, there's Chelsea. They were beaten by Inter too. Inter beat all the English teams on the way to the winning the tournament there. All right, so let's take a look at the bigger other leagues first. Let's go to France, where PSG beat Monaco by just 2 points, 93 points to 91 points. That's a lot. Lyon was 79 of third, and then Marseille in fourth, about where you expect most of these teams to be. Bundesliga, Bayern and Dortmund, and Bayern win by 6 points. Not too bad. Leverkusen, Leipzig, Schalke. Anybody finish out of the way? Not really. Another league where you'd just about expect it. Serie A. Napoli beat out Juventus. Okay, and then Inter finished third. Lazio, Milan, Roma. The rest how you would expect. But Napoli with the title, taking it away from Juve for the first time in ages. Eredivisie, Ajax beat Feyenoord rather comfortably in the end. PSV, Utrecht. It was Portugal. Benfica beat out Porto and Sporting. That's a big gap between Benfica and Sporting. Not what you would expect, I feel, as Real Madrid come across. La Liga winners, as Barcelona are the ones who won the Champions League, and Atletico Madrid settle for third in this one. Semi-finals in the other one, tough. As Sevilla, Villarreal, Valencia, about where you'd expect for the rest of the league. All right, so that's how the leagues ended. Now we're going to jump forward to next year and see what our budget is, and you guys be sure to let me know what investing in our youth. I'm just growing people. Let me know, of course, where we should go transfer-wise in the comment section. I'll leave this video up for an extra day between uploads, just so everybody can have a chance to take a look at it. And so in 2 days we'll grab another episode. That'll be the start of season 2, which is very nice. A year already, and doing rather well here at West Ham. Stopping simulation at the end of the month. Come on. It's gonna take a little bit. My Xbox is gonna get rather loud. That annoying noise that overlays over my videos is my Xbox, and until I get a new one, unfortunately the noise is kind of just gonna have to be there. I dislike it, but I also can't put my Xbox any further away, and it's just an annoying noise, and I completely understand it, and I hate it so much. but unfortunately I don't have too much I can do about that particular thing. But the end here is a bit longer than I would like. There we go. Alright, players returning from loan. Oldham. I'm kind of only interested to see Oxford came back, Masaki came back, and Fernandez did come back. We almost paid $500,000 to bring him back for no reason. Let's take a look at our scouting updates before the season ends, if we can get anyone in the academy. No, yes, you might be good. You might be good as well. We need to cut some people from the squad here. 86 to 92. That's so nice to see. 91 to 94 for a Gary. We're just gonna promote him up. That's probably what's just gonna happen there. 80 to 86. We'll hold on to him. He's a right back. '81 to 80 to 94. Anyone will release you, and we'll promote you as well. See if we can get a couple of these players into our thing before this ends. Reject. Argentina. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to sign him. Argentina are giving us some lovely players. Some of these players are getting rather good. We're going to have the Argentinian national squad over there. Okay, so that is the youth squad. We can delete these messages. I wish I could do this a little bit quicker, but these guys have accepted, which is very nice to see, and we are going to end this season as soon as we do this last little bit of training, see if anybody can go up anywhere. Not quite. Cano is rather close. Declan Rice is close. Everyone is kind of close to moving up, but we're gonna have to move on without them moving up that extra overall. Delighted to have us stay at the next season. Obviously, we figured that, considering we finished second in the Premier League. They just wanted us to finish in that top 7 area. We finished second, which is nice, and depending on who we sign, we would like to get back there again. Not going to push exactly. I am not so sure pushing for the title is the best or the most realistic thing this second year. Man United have some really good players, and they're tough to beat, especially in game or a game like Football Manager. The players are always a bit overrated, I feel, but they are what they are. But we're going to check to see what our budget is, and then we're going to end this video. And we'll take a look at the budget and see what players we can move on, and you guys can let me know how you feel we should go. Any player you can think of, go ahead. I have some players in the scouting list, but nothing overly thorough. There are only a couple of players really in there, and so we'll really end up seeing what happens. Giovanni Lo Celso there is actually a good name we can take a look at. Player of the month for Lanzini. Very nice. Alright, here we are. End of season. New season. Transfer market information. Office. Look at that transfer budget. Ooh. Holy crap. I did not expect 133 million pounds. Oh my god. Look at that, $1 million on wage budget. We're gonna bring in Ronaldo on that wage budget. This is probably what it took to sign Ronaldo. Ronaldo makes an absurd amount of money a year. I cannot believe this budget. I really cannot. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy budget. Alright guys, go nuts down there in the comments and let me know who I should sign. But we're going to end the episode there. I'll give you guys a couple days to think about it, and I'll take a look at the comments if you guys make any, and we'll see what happens. But that is going to be the end of this video. Hope you folks enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.